And so it's the old dead apple tree. The female part died. The male parts are still there. I might get another apple tree to see what will happen. And that's the hole I'm digging, and I'll cut back some of the roots around this side and put it as close as I can get it to that tree, or put a pole there. And then I was digging up some of these weeds, and so I have me some tomatoes, and see those stupid moths? They lay their little eggs that makes everything go weird looking. See that bug right there? That's a Japanese beetle. One day I picked it up and I thought it was one of the berries, one of the blackberries that are on here. See that blackberry? And I put it in my mouth and it was spicy. It was spicy, folks. I spit it out. Maybe that was the way that it... And somebody came and picked all my mountain apples. I don't know who did it. But there's one hanging there. And hopefully it'll develop a seed. And there's some new ones that are starting to bloom out here. There's the new one. That's that one. And then there's babies that are starting again. So I'm going to trim the top of this tree, this kukui nut tree, back when somebody decides to let me get on a ladder. But all of the mountain apple were taken. All of the small ones too. I don't know who did it. And noni, aloe vera, mountain. Starfruit, tangerine. And this tree right here, this whole thing, I'm probably going to cut it all back too, so it doesn't break the fence. If we're supposed to get some storms next week. So I'll come over here and trim all this back with a clipper. And there's my oil painting. We're having problems with people coming over here that aren't supposed to be near the property. And I'm not supposed to get involved. It looks like my daughter and her family will be moving. There's my plant. There's my plant that's going to go in the ground. I'll teach you how to do that, okay? I think I got it for $8. And I'm going to dump some fertilizer in here. Cut back some of these roots. Dig it, because you're supposed to dig it. See how it's down inside of there, so it would be 2 inches higher and 2 inches wider, the hole, or if you're putting it in a new pot. And so then I'm going to... Then this end right here, these little curly-Q things, that's what it hooks its plant onto. And so we're going to use it as a climbing plant. I was going to use all of the things that my husband cut off to make a basket for a part of a air balloon. That's my next exciting journey we're going on. Love you guys. I picked some... This is a different kind of basil. And then that other basil is Thai basil. There's rosemary right there. And there's mint. And so I was going to take some mint and make mint lime tea with cucumber in it. Drink. I love you all. We get some pretty hefty winds. So I'm digging up wherever these gingers are left and covering them up with soil. They have more room, so that they'll probably grow bigger this time. And they were all bunched together right there. And then this was laying on the ground and we stood it up. We get some pretty hefty winds. Love you all. Just remember, your sons and daughters of God, and don't give up, okay? Jesus didn't give up. There's a bee from Miss Honeybee. She's on one of our channels. See her again. We've got some problems down in Texas with tornadoes, and don't play around with that, you guys. I have to get all those weeds out. Everything around these plants. I think I've done enough for today. I did dig this up. This grass is called knot grass, and it sends out all these shoots all over the place, and they just, oh. And like everybody else, we all have our own times when we can get to things, and I thought, I don't even have to wait for spring. I get to do this all year long. There it is. Oh, I was digging. I pulled up a really big earthworm. That was cool. And I know that I picked up some soil from Florida, and the soil had worm casings in it. It's called Kellogg. We don't have a really big choice of what we get out here in the middle of the ocean. As a matter of fact, they'll send us stuff that's not good or people don't want to return. A lot of the stuff we get is like doesn't work. But that's been going on for like 40 some odd years. I lived at Hickam for 6 years, and the kids were all little, and now we're kicking them all out and they're in their 40s. So the rest, 2 of them are doing just fine. The Lord loves you. You take care. And just remember, I want to show you something. I'm putting marigolds. Bought a bunch of plants. I bought a lemongrass start. I love lemongrass. And there's the marigolds, because cats don't like them and bugs don't like them. And there's that. And there's the bananas getting watered. I have another bunch up above. And that's all I can think of right now. I wish I had a real hefty. Never mind. I'm not going to ask for anything more than what we already have, because we have a lot more than what some people have. Prayers for humanity. And there's the Noah's Ark. You can see it. You can zoom in on it right on the top of that ridge. Right there. There's a baby one under that bush. And there's a great big one. Well, it goes like, and it's like just the tip and the top. Anyway, you take care. The Lord loves you. I love you too. Be safe. Be prepared. I'll look up Nipah virus. Look it up.